know how many of you remember, but last year I did a travel bucket list video, and it is that time of year again that we sit down and we look at the past and the future and decide, what the hell didn't you do, Ali, and what the hell are you gonna do now? It's actually kind of crazy. If you haven't seen it, then after you watch this video, don't go anywhere. I'm gonna link up another video. And I'll link up last year's bucket list because I wrote down today like personal, work and travel goals for the coming year, and they are so different. And when I re-watched my travel bucket list video from last year, so much changes in a year, so many things I didn't do for certain reasons that came up, and loads of things I did do on that. So I actually really enjoyed doing this video, even just for myself. I can go back and watch and then like reflect on why things didn't get done and things like that. So I'm gonna break this up into 3 sections like I said. Now, last year's video was full of pretty much travel stuff. I had a couple of work goals in there, but it was mainly travel. This year I would like to go home and visit my friends and family. It's definitely something I want to do. I haven't seen them in a very long time. It's on the list right now, something I want to do, so my mom and dad are probably jumping for joy. I also want to change the way that I travel and like we travel. Like, it has been a joint decision. I think after everything, it really made me step back and think, right, something needs to change. And then I spoke to my friend David, and he gave me some really good advice that maybe as a short-term solution, we just need to change how we travel. So instead of saying, right, we're gonna go here and then we're gonna go there, instead, why not say, where are we gonna live next in the world? So right now we are temporarily staying in Thailand. Maybe next we'll go over to Vietnam. We loved Vietnam and certain places there. And we'll say, where are we gonna live for the next few months? From that place, we can get loads of work done, and we can also use it as a base to go off and do whatever we want and do some cool travel stuff. But I think it's definitely come to the point where we're kind of exhausted with travel, especially how much movement we do sometimes, because we both started traveling so slow, and that's how I like to do it. And then it just, in the past few months, got lost, and we started traveling hectic and crazy for some reason, which really wasn't like us. And yeah, it broke me, and I was exhausted and tired and really effing over it, as you know. So next year, we want to change up how we are moving around the world as digital nomads. Now, I'm gonna talk about my personal stuff at the end, where there's a big development which I will go into, which ties into this nicely. Pretty much that is all I have on the travel list. Right now I'm still focusing on me and work and enjoying being in one place, that I really can't think about travel right now, but I know it will come. I know I'll start getting the itchy feet again and have places I want to go. It's just not coming to me as freely anymore. When it comes to work goals, I have a lot. I want 2017 to be absolutely massive in terms of my business and my career. And this will all come from how we decide to move around the world, and what will also come from when I talk about my personal goals. So first off, I don't know if I have published the video yet. If I have, I'll link it up. If I haven't, watch out for it. I want to boost PsychoTraveller.com. Now, it's always been in the pipeline to get on other bloggers, to have their input into my website, and we're gonna have to start small with that. So video is either like up there now or will be up there. I think I've put it up, I'm not too sure. Check my channel. I want to grow my website with more information and more inspiration from not only myself but for other people. Also, what was in my bucket list last year was to publish my book, which looking back on was absolutely ridiculous to the stage I was at in writing it, with everything I do, with all the videos I produce, with the amount we travel, with all the other projects I take on. Saying it would get published in a year, self-published and edited and all that and funded, is absolutely ridiculous goal. However, I am now at the point of my final edit, my pre-final edit, and this year will be the year my book is published and launched and gets out there, which is exciting. It's gonna mean a lot of marketing on my end. I'm just so excited. I have so many ideas of how I want to push it out there. So this is the year that my book will be published. It was ridiculous that I'd say last year. So if you want to keep up to date with when it gets published, and there are a few ways you can do that, subscribe, of course. Here is where you'll hear about it. You can sign up to my newsletter. I'll be sending out, you know, exclusive like deals and early access and things like that. Or people who support my Patreon, which is supporting me writing my book and getting it published and everything, they get like the ultimate access, they hear everything first over there. So I'll link all those kind of things down below if you're interested in my book. More to come on that, but for now, let us move on. So in my work goals, which we'll link into again, what I'm gonna say at the end, I've always dreamt of bringing out my own product line. Now, after my book, which is gonna be the big thing of this year for me, a massive thing, I want to at least start putting in place, not just like merchandise, but I really want to work on my own products, like, yeah, really do products. So they won't be out next year, chances are, because it's a long process, but at least get the ball rolling next year into some really exciting projects. And yeah, let's lead on to the thing that you've all been waiting for since I've been hinting at it the entire damn video. My personal goals for next year. Number one, I really want to develop myself. Work will be developing, and work is something I'm very passionate about, but at the same time, that's not going to get anywhere. I have goals for like work, like finances and projections, which I'm just not going to share because they're just boring. Not because I don't want to tell you because they're boring for anyone else. The only way I'm going to reach those big goals, those big aims, is if I look after myself. And 2017 is going to be a lot of looking after myself and developing myself as a person as well as a businesswoman. And secondly, last but not least by a long shot, in 2017, if everything goes well, which it will, because positivity and hard work, we would like to get a 1-year lease on a house in Europe. Yeah, that's a big one. It's a big move. We've been missing Europe, and I think I might talk about this in a real talk. I have a lot to say about like settling down, and it doesn't mean we stop traveling. If anything, if any of you live in Europe, you know how easy it is to travel, because how many countries do you have in one landmass? Oh my god, crazy, like absolutely nuts. The flights are cheap, you can get beautiful train journeys. Oh, it would open up so much cool travel stuff and videos and blogs and photos and everything. So if anything, the traveling would increase. It's just become very evident that if I want my career to go anywhere with this, then I've got to have a place to live. I've got to have an address. When it comes to marketing my book and I get the proof copy of the front cover and the inside and the formatting, I need to have it sent somewhere. If I want to develop my own products, or if I want to make t-shirts, if I want to make luggage tags, I don't know what I'm going to make. You know, anything like that, or work with big companies that contact me, but I have to like push it back because I'm moving here, there and everywhere and don't have an address or a stable place with like a room where I can work on big things. It gets a bit ridiculous, and I realize I can't not keep having an address if I want to move forward. You know what I mean? I've made it work pretty well till now with having little temporary addresses, but I think it all ties in my mental state of constantly being everywhere, never having a routine, to the physicalities of everything, to my business side of everything, and it all just kind of circles into one. So yeah, not only will we be working and saving to get to Europe next year, but we will be putting, like getting a lease, a 1-year lease on a place. We have a city in mind. I'm not going to say anything because it's very preliminary and it's just something we've had a thought of. We don't know yet, so I'm not going to say anything. But yeah, that's the big plan. It's so exciting. It's so exciting, and I won't go too much into it. I'll do it in a real talk, but the past couple of weeks, playing with new videos, getting creative again, looking after me, spending time with Scott, spending time off of social media has been so good for me, and you all seem to love it. So business is booming. I'm gleaming. Gleaming, is that the right word? Glowing. I feel like I'm glowing. I'm just happy, and I just want to keep this going. I have a lot of big visions, and I'm so excited to take you all along on the ride, as always. And this year's going to be mad. in what will happen. There's gonna be travel, there's gonna be some big revelations, there's gonna be some big breakthroughs, there's gonna be a lot of big moments in 2017 for me, and I'm terrified yet so excited by the prospects of all of this. I hope you are too, and I hope you'll stick around through 2017 and see it all come together and see if we can smash these goals out and exceed them if possible. Alright, I am gonna go. Let me know down below what is on your bucket list. It doesn't have to be travel, it can be work, personal, whatever. Let me know what's on your list down below, and I will see you in a, well, I don't know, I'll see you real soon. Alright, don't worry, I'll see you soon. And get ready for 2017, exciting. Alright, I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.